Hi everybody, it's JoJo, and I'm here to do the Jeffree Cosmetics eyeshadow palette ranking. I'm doing the re-ranking of this. So I did this, I want to say I did this last year in the beginning of the year, so around this time, maybe in March or something. Well, I have a totally different ranking now. I mean, everything. So I'm only doing the big palettes. If you guys want me to do the ranking of the mini palettes, let me know in the comments, but this is just the big palettes. So last time I did the ranking, I kind of messed up a little something, because, you know, I didn't have some palettes yet, and I was just going by what it looked like on the internet, and I really wasn't really, didn't really have the palettes to really review them and to really know if I really like them or not. And so the rankings, some went higher, some went lower. And yeah, it's time to get started. Let me take a sip, girl. Okay, so a few palettes I don't have still, but I will talk about them too. So there's 14 big palettes that he's came out with so far. So I'm gonna go from 14 to 1. So number 14 is Orgy. So Orgy is my least favorite palette out of all of them. I feel like he has too many shades of the same color. There's no metallics. He should have just made that a contour and maybe just a contour palette instead of a contour and base palette instead of an eyeshadow palette, because all those neutral tones, all those same colors, it just, I can't see anyone making that many eye looks with that palette, you know what I mean? So I feel like he should have just brought that out as a contour palette and call it a day, but that's Orgy. 13 is Cremated. I like Cremated, I love smoky eyes. I do like the palette. It's just not my favorite out of all the other palettes out there, you know. It is definitely, you know, I like the color black, and I like the color, white and grays. But, I don't know. I'm into color. I've been into more color lately. So, yeah, 13 is Cremated. 12 is Alien. I feel like Alien is the less likable. Alien's discontinued, but I feel like Alien is, the less, what's the word? I feel like Blood Money is its comparison because there's so many similar shades, but I feel like Blood Money is 10 times better than Alien. So it's Alien's the lesser of the two. So Alien's 12, it's discontinued, and then the next one, 11, is also discontinued, and I have this palette. So number 11 is Thirsty. I just did a review on this. This is also discontinued. I know why now, because the shadows are just not up to par with his other formulas and his other pigments. However, the whole middle row really saved the palette, because I was actually going to rank this way lower than it actually is, but the middle row saved the palette. It saved it, and it made it a little bit more up than it was going to have. Just this middle row is so pretty that, you know, it definitely, I had to take the middle row in consideration, but all the mattes, aside from maybe 2, really performed horribly. Yeah, so Thirsty's definitely number 11. And yeah, he discontinued it for a reason, you know. He probably realized that the pigment, I just wish this middle row, with all the shimmers, I wish he would have brought that back with other palettes. Imagine this formula, this metallic formula in pinks or purples or green or any other color. You know, it would have been great, you know, but he hasn't brought that formula back. It's just in this palette, so hopefully he brings it back soon. But anyways, so that's Thirsty Girl. 11. Number 10 is Beauty Killer. So this is the first eyeshadow palette I've ever gotten from him. It's his first eyeshadow palette ever that he ever made. I only have 2 shades, and one is, this one hit pan already. They only have the pink, really. And so, yeah, all the shades are pretty much gone. I've used this to death. I like this palette. You can tell that this was the beginning. You know what I mean? He had a lot more progress to make. But I did like the colors in this. Like from memory, I loved Black Rainbow. I loved China White. I loved Confession. I loved Expensive, Princess. All of them. The only ones I didn't like was Star Power. I feel like it was a little like just like dry. And then Rich Bitch was no pigment at all, which was the gold. So it came a long way from this palette though. So yes, Beauty Killer. There's Beauty Killer. And then 9 is the second palette he's ever made, which is Androgyny. So Androgyny Girl is really, really pretty. Again, I only have 2 shades in here, Military and Androgyny, that are still there. But everyone else is gone, girl. I mean, I use this palette to death as well. There's like no shades left. I love this palette too. I like the blues. The green was nice. The plum shade was nice. All the shades were great. The only shade that was a little was Frosting. I feel like it could have been more blinding. But other than that, all the shades were great. I mean, yeah, I really have no complaints with Androgyny. Androgyny was really great. Maybe, you know, it was still the beginning, so he still was only making like 10 shades in one palette, you know what I mean? But after this, that's when he started to make more shades into more palettes and stuff, so yes. So that is number 9. Now number 8, I don't have. It's Pricked. Oh! That was the tissue box. I knew that was gonna happen because it's on this like molehill of things, girl. Whatever. So yeah, so 8 is Pricked. I like Pricked. Oh. Let me sure there's no like eyeshadow. Eyeshadow's a dirt, you know, girl. There's a lot of mess. I mean, eyeshadows are messy. So yes, 8 is Pricked. It was the full collection that came out last year. I like the collection. It was pretty. I love the oranges. I love the packaging. There really was no complaints to that palette. It was great. I feel like, you know, it's very full. It's a very full palette. Very, very pretty for fall. And yes, number 8. I like Prick. Not my favorite, but it's not bad. Number 7 is Bloodlust. I love Bloodlust, but I don't have it. I don't have Bloodlust. The only thing I would say I don't like about Bloodlust is how bulky and big it is. I feel like if I did have it, I wouldn't know where to put it. You know what I mean? But everything else, all the shades. Also, they could have had listen, I know there's purples in the palette, but he could have made a couple more purples in the palette. He could have. I mean, he could have. He probably could have taken out a couple of those weird shades, like those, there was like a couple of like, neutral shades that were in there that were like weird. These like gray nude, like it was a gray nude and something else. He could have took that out. And probably could have took out like, I don't know, he could have took out the gold too maybe. Like, I don't know. There was a couple of shades that were like he could have taken out and put a more purples. Okay, number 6 is Blue Blood. I love Blue Blood. This palette, look how dirty it is, girl. I had pan on so many shades. I love Bloodlust. I really, really do. I feel like it's a perfect blue palette. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with the theme. I'm obsessed with the packaging. I'm obsessed with the colors. I mean, it really is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful palette. I love Ocean Ice. You know what I mean? I used to not like it, but now I love it. You just have to use it with a glitter glue because it is a glitter shade. And I wish he would talk about that. Like certain shades, he has metallics and mattes, but he also has a lot of glitter formulas in his palettes, and he needs to talk about that. You have to apply those with glitter glue. You can't apply that just dry with a brush or with your finger. You have to do glitter glue. But Ocean Ice performs perfectly and beautifully now with the glitter glue, so I have no complaints. It's really, really great. It's a really great palette. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Number 5 is what I have in my eyes right now, and it is Pink Religion, girl. Yes, Pink Religion. Oh. Yes. So I have it on my eyes now. On my lips, I have what's it called? Doll Parts lip liner, soft serve liquid lip in the center, and then I have Sorcery lip gloss from the Bloodlust collection. Yeah, but this is Pink Religion, girl. I have it on my eyes. I'll tell you the shades I have in my eyes. Oh, it's so bright. I just did a review on this too. This was also a palette I just recently got from my friend Michaela. Yeah, so what I have in my eyes? So I have Diva. I love Diva. The shade in the middle there. And then I blended everything with Prom Night, which is this like watermelon pink matte in the crease. And then I have Princess Crown. So Princess Crown, which is the first shade here, it is a glitter. So I applied it with the glitter glue from Too Faced, and it performs perfectly with the glitter glue. So there, it is a glitter shade. It looks like a metallic, but there's actually pink glitter in it. So you should wear that. You should use that with the glitter glue. And I have it all over my lid. And that is the shade, what's that shade called? Princess Crown. All over the lid. I call this like a purple pink unicorn fantasy eye. I love it. It's so pretty. Yeah. And then on the lash line, I mixed Dollhouse Lane, which is the bottom middle one here, where my thumb is. And then to blend that out, I put Pink Religion, which is this matte over here, on my lash line in the bottom. So yeah, Pink Religion. This comes in a number 5, baby. This is with the top 5, baby. 5, 5, 5. Yes, Pink Religion. Okay, number 4 is Blood Money. I love Blood Money. It is such a pretty palette. I love the packaging. I just got this in the beginning of last month. Oh, this is all the greens you can even dream about. I friggin' love it. Look at those shades. So, so pretty. God, it just reminds me of like earthy tones. It reminds me of like St. Patrick's Day, Lucky Charms. Girl, earthy, Earth Day, Christmas vibes, military, rainforest, everything. It just reminds me so much. Money, 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 everything else in between. I love it. It is such a beautiful green palette. It really is. I love the color green. And the reason why it's so high is because greens really complement my eye color. I have greenish blue eyes, and with this on, it makes my eyes even greener and stand out, and I love the shades in here. The shadows perform, not that the shadows don't perform perfectly on all the other palettes except for maybe Thursday, but like this just performs even like even better than anything else. It's just so good. Okay, number 3, we're getting the top 3, guys. So last time this was number 2, and I made a little mistake. This time, girl, except for, and even Blood Money. Blood Money was low on the totem pole last time, but because I got the palette, it became high up because I got the palette and I really grew to love it. Number 3, I still have this palette. It was number 2 last time. I made a little mistake. I know, but it's still number 3. It's still great, and it is Jawbreaker. I think I put it number 2 last time was because I just got the palette and I was like, oh, so excited. But even though I do love Jawbreaker, it's not number 2. But it's still number 3, which is a great slot. So let's open up the palette. I love it. So pigmented, so beautiful, so many beautiful shades, so many colors. You can have you can use it for any event, anything. You can do anything with this palette. Every holiday, it's a perfect rainbow palette. Everything's pigmented, everything blends beautifully, and it's beautiful. Like, it really is. Like, I can't even, it's just so gorgeous. There's so many favorite shades. I love all the shades in this. There's not one shade I don't like. So Jawbreaker is number 3. It is a beautiful, 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 beautiful palette. I'm so glad that I did end up getting this, because I got this last year. So number 3. Now number 2, which was number 3 last time, so I basically switched places with Jawbreaker. And it is Blood Sugar. Yeah, I decided I like Blood Sugar a little bit more than Jawbreaker. So, Blood Sugar is number 2. It is a classic. It was his number 1 selling palette ever, and it's for a reason, because look at these shades. OMG. It's beautiful. I hit pin on so many shades. And, they're just so, so beautiful. God, you can do, like, smoky red eyes, neutral eyes, pretty, like, pink. You can do anything with this. It is really a beautiful palette. This is perfection to a T. Blood Sugar is beautiful, and I'm so glad that I got to do the rebanking, because this deserves a second spot. It definitely does. This definitely deserves a second spot. Now, number 1 was number 1 last time, but in case you didn't watch the last video, in case you forgot, Number 1 is, of course, last one, Conspiracy. It is Conspiracy. No, I think it will always be number 1. Guys, so you could tell it's my favorite because I hit pan on like almost all the shades. And the shades I did not hit pan on yet, I'm about to hit pan on. So, I mean, look at them. It's beautiful. You can literally, I mean, you can do a lot of things with all the other palettes, but you can literally do anything you want in this palette. Neutral, party, pop of color, smoky eye, nighttime look. You can do anything. Oh, wedding, business meeting, school, I mean, party, go out to a club. I mean, you could do anything with this. I mean, it's beautiful, and all the shades are so pigmented and beautiful. The only shade that's is food videos, but when you build it up, it is vibrant and pretty. Yeah. Conspiracy, baby. It is number 1. So, let me know down in the description box below what your favorite Jeffree Star Cosmetics palette are. I'm excited to see what he's cooking up next this year. And yeah, I love all his palettes, like from whatever it is. And I do want to do the mini palettes, which is Mini Orgy. I think there's Mini Blood Sugar, there's Star Ranch, Weirdo. There's a lot of mini palettes. And I will rank them if you guys want me to. Even though I don't have any mini palettes except for the Mini Controversy, I will do the ranking. I will do it if you want me to. But yeah, I love his palettes. I love his formulas. I love all his palettes. It's very pigmented. They stay on for hours. They're smooth and buttery. They blend perfectly. They're extremely pigmented. I mean, what more can you want, honestly? And there's a million ranges of colors and collections and palettes and everything. So it really, it's a palette, he has a palette for anyone, anyone's day or time, anyone's mood, anyone's event, everyone in between. He has like a palette for everyone. So, yeah. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.